Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk a little about interest rates. I have a pro in from Quicken Loans. His name is Brian Lindow. He's been doing this now for a few decades. Man, time goes by fast as we're living here. So thanks a lot for coming on, Brian.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me. And I've been doing it for a long time if you called it Quicken Loans.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, they're the Rocket Loans. My bad. Okay, so that's one thing. So absolutely sorry, Brian Lindow from Rocket Loans, but we'll keep moving here. So Lindow, you are the expert in the industry here. You've been doing this for a while. What are the rates currently for the different loan programs we have?
Good question. Looking at mortgage rates, they are right now in the low sixes for most loan programs. You get high fives on some government loans like an FHA or VA. So they're down a good percent and a half off their highs from, say, 7 months ago, 6 months ago. So we are seeing some movement in the right direction.
Yeah, things have become more affordable. Talking about that, so we'll call how much more affordable is it now today as opposed to its high point? So today we'll call it we're at like 6.25. We're at the high point was right around 7.5. If we're trying to buy a, let's call it a $450,000 home.
So the math works out. So if you're financing, if you're borrowing 450,000 on a house, the difference between a 7.5% rate and a 6.25% rate is going to come out to be about $425 a month. So that's a good chunk of a car payment, perhaps. So just that little drop in rates on a house that expensive, it's going to save you quite a bit compared to where they were.
That's some significant change there. It's $450. I could do a lot with 450 bucks. Like go to the grocery store, I guess. If a buyer's kind of on the fence right now and they're waiting, like, hey, should I wait? Should I just hold off till the rates come down even further? What would be your advice to them as someone that's kind of on the fence right now?
So it's everybody's got their reasons why they do or don't do something, but if you just look at the numbers and the math, waiting is going to hurt you in the long run. What I mean by that is, so house prices have been going up and up and up. I don't know, you're the expert on that. You probably say like percentage base, how many percent over the last 2 years?
Big time, baby, big time. Yeah, some significant loot. Like that $450,000 house probably 2 years ago was around like 390 ish. So it shows you on all that missed equity you would have if you would have been in the market. Sorry to say, guys, like a few years ago and jumped in. So it's real. It's the real math on it. So absolutely.
Yeah, a house is a good asset to have. Yes, you want to make sure you afford the payments, but generally you're going to build wealth off of it. You're going to pay down your balance, and then you can always refinance down the road, right? So when rates drop, you can take advantage of that and refinance and lower your payments. But in the meantime, people who are waiting, maybe if you're renting right now, rent's not cheap either, and the interest rate on rent is 100%. So I wouldn't let interest rates make a factor. As long as you can afford the payments, get in, buy a house. If you're ready to buy a house, it doesn't make sense to wait.
Get your crystal ball out. 2025, where do you see the interest rates headed to if your best guesstimation of what you've been hearing?
So we got our first rate cut in over 2.5 years. Just this past, I think it was 3 weeks ago. And so the Fed forecast was, hey, we're going to do a 0.25% rate cut, 0.25% rate cut. So the anticipation is you're going to see a 0.5% rate cut over the next 6 months. It's all data dependent though. So if inflation is still an issue, rates aren't going to lower. But if you start seeing some softness in numbers, then you might see rates even fall further. I can tell, I don't have a crystal ball like anybody else, but if you were looking at, hey, well, my house right now, I've got a 3% rate or 4% rate. I don't think those are coming back. If rates get down into the fives, mid fives, I think that's more of a good average 30-year mortgage rate. If you look at, if you track numbers over the last 30 years. A lot of people right now are actually making a decision, say, hey, I want to keep my house with that 3% or 3.5% interest rate. I'm going to just convert that one to rental, get the house I want because I want to move, right? Or I have to move. And then, when that time comes, they got equity in that house too. They can sell that house, take that money, put it down on the new mortgage. But in the meantime, take advantage of those low rates and rent the house out.
Wonderful, wonderful. Brian, do you do both purchase and refinance? Can you do both?
Yeah, well, I do mostly purchase for the last 18 years here, but I do both.
Okay. Where can somebody find you? Obviously, besides reaching out to me, what's the best way to get a hold of if they want some questions answered or just need some information?
Direct office line, baby. I'm always working, seems like. Direct phone number, 313-373-1119. Or reach out to you, and you can give them all my details as well.
Real good, man. Real good. Well, I appreciate you coming on today. Do you have any last words of advice to our buyers who are on the fence or considering purchasing or refining?
Go Lions.
Well, thanks a lot, Brian. We appreciate that. And hopefully Aiden Hutchinson heals up for you. So I appreciate you coming on.
All right, man. Thanks.